I see people are logging in. Welcome. My name is Jack Smithson. I'm a small business growth expert here at Keap, and we're going to go over building a high-performing conversion funnel because that is honestly like core to what we do or what we help small businesses do. And of course, it's core to what you do. And so I love the idea of going through this, and hopefully I can share some things with you that will help out. And I'll show you some things in the Keap application specifically having to do with automation to help your funnel move along and do it with as little work as possible. Okay, perfect. All right. Right. Thank you, Marcos. I was just looking in the chat, and let's go ahead and fire up the chat because we're going to use that to be interactive. And when you open that up, down at the bottom where you type your message, you'll see in that to parameter, change that to everyone so we can all see the conversation going on and participate in that conversation. And I see people are hit me up, let me know where they're coming from. So if you haven't already, then throw that in there. And I've got Ben from Alberta. Thank you, sir. Welcome. South Dakota. Welcome. Ontario. Always my Canadians. Love it. Seattle. And Marcos says, welcome to my world. Yeah, it's the computer, never-ending tech issues. And Toronto, Alberta, Idaho. And Katie from Canada, welcome. And Deb from Denver, perfect. Northern BC, always wanted to go to BC. I know I say that like every webinar, but one of my dreams is to mountain bike in British Columbia. There's just some really cool stuff there. And I'll probably like break a collarbone, but hey, you only live once. Las Vegas, Austin, Texas, Seattle, Diamond Springs, California, welcome. San Francisco. There we go. Welcome everybody. Toronto, New York, all over the place. Perfect. More from Toronto. I have a ton of my Canadians in here today. Fantastic. Virginia, Washington, Charlotte, people all over the time zones, Georgia. And I appreciate it. I know that it's a little bit of a sacrifice to get in when you're, 1, 2, 3, 4 time zones away. And I will do my absolute best to make it worth your while. And I'm really grateful to have you here. Philippines, holy cow. Okay, that is a long way away. Perfect. More Toronto. And Columbus, Ontario, Hawaii. Okay, that's a few time zones away. Florida, Albuquerque. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for like sounding off in the chat. This is going to be fun and interactive. And I really enjoy this topic. And if you've been in any of my webinars, I just enjoy all like small business growth topics because gosh darn it, they're just really fun. But this one especially because there's just some really cool stuff that we can do with your sales funnel that is going to just supercharge it and make it really effective. And so we will just get rolling. And I love this because everybody's heard this, like you had one job. Right. And I can't remember exactly the movie or where that quote came from, but this one, your conversion funnel has one job, and that is to create revenue. And I use this, and I'm sure this isn't a fry lane. I'm sure it was supposed to be a fire lane. So I thought I'd share this, but you had one job. Your conversion funnel has one job, and that is to make you money. So we want to do it in the best way possible. And we have found over like years and years of doing this and working with small businesses and figuring out what works, there is an absolute best way to do it. And I want to show you a metaphor because Aristotle, he believed in metaphors, right? So he says, to be a master of metaphor is the greatest thing by far. It is the one thing that cannot be learned from others. And it's also a sign of genius. Now, I don't know about the whole genius thing, but I really like to express concepts in metaphors because we all get metaphors. So here's the metaphor. I want you to, actually, before I even run into that metaphor, I've got a question for you. How many of you have had to dive like back into the world of adult dating? Like we all dated when we were kids, and then a lot of us got married, and then for whatever reason, we are thrust back into that dating world as adults, like further down the line, rather as I know I have a couple of times, like I've got a couple of failed marriages, and in between you inadvertently are dating. Let me know, because that has to do with this metaphor. So if you have, I'll say, yeah, I have. Nope, haven't had to. And if you haven't had to, that means you're better at relationship than I am. And that's a good thing. If you have, that you understand the pain. David says, oh, I just started dating again. Yep. And Tony says, nope, 33 years. Congratulations. Good for you. Yeah, my parents, before my dad passed, are married for over 40 years, which is just amazing and patient, really, really patient, right? 23 years, good job. And some people, Tony's like, yep, nope, 26 years, 36 years. Wow, look at all the stability. I am so proud of you guys. Wow. My current relationship, my current marriage is at like, we're together for like 9, we're married for 5. And this one's just going so much better. So 40 years in January. Good job. Okay. So some of you will totally get this, but it's actually a very relatable metaphor. So like, here we go. This is what your conversion funnel is doing. So think of this, and this is from like a guy perspective. This is how it works. You're going to start engaging, right? You've got to start with that lead magnet to get them interested. It goes both ways, but I'm a guy, so I'm going from my perspective. So it starts with the lead magnet, right? It's the, hey, here's this really cool thing. In this case, hey, it's me or you, if you're, selling yourself as a product, which is what you're doing, especially in internet dating. Like you're creating your profile and you're literally setting up your lead magnet page. It's like, hey, here's my hook. Here's why I'm worth it. And, here's my sales pitch. So here we go. So we start with the lead magnet, right? And then we move from the lead magnet to that introductory offer. It's not like your main offer. It's not your core offering. It's not the one thing that really, really, really makes you money. It is the introductory offer that gets people in the door and gets them introduced to you. And the goal of that, of course, is your core product purchase, or that core offering, that the main goal that you're trying to get your customer across the line, right? And sometimes people show up and they are ready for your core product. But a lot of times we have to go out and we have to get people interested. We have to go out fishing and find people. And we do this with our lead magnet, our introductory offer, and then we get them into that core product purchase. There we go. So that's my metaphor, and we're going to run with that. And we may return back to it, but I hope that is effective, right? Here we go. And we're going to hit on all of these: lead magnet, introductory offer, and then on to that main product purchase. So this is a successful sale right there. And that actually is a lovely picture. Okay, so moving on. So we've got our consumer, and our consumer has a problem. Okay, and that's what we solve with our business. We are solving our consumer problems. So just for a hot second, and just in a couple of words in the chat, like, let me know what problem you solve. If you, it could be like super easy, because if you are a contractor or an electrician, or if you do landscaping, there we go. Skincare, perfect. Safety, that's what you're solving. Awesome. Yeah, hit me up in there. Computer problems, yeah, that's me. Financing, there we go. Nonprofits, IRS, awesome. Strategy execution, plastic packaging, parenting, fantastic. Unsuccessful business, retirement, church education materials, bad smell in areas. I get that. Automation, nice. Staffing, virtual assisting. There you go. Okay, enrichment options, required accounting, supplements, awareness. Awesome. Okay, and I know there's some I missed because the chat just started like bombing. And making money with day trading. Okay, that's one I missed. Retirement needs. Helping people lose weight. Love it. I'm actually going to use that as an example. Parenting, cyber attacks. Okay, fantastic. Lots of really good stuff. Better video presence. I love it. One of my favorite topics. Absolutely love it. There we go. Financing, safety. Okay, cool. So that is at its core where we start. Now, our consumer doesn't always know that they have a problem, right? I mean, they have a problem, but they don't always know. They're not always aware of their problem. So we have to make them aware of their problem so we can solve that problem, right? And like, fire off in the chat if you've ever experienced that, where people don't know that they have the problem that you're actually solving for. Like, let me know if that is a current struggle. Let me know if that struggle is real, because I have seen this with a lot of the small businesses that I work with. And like, for instance, I am, and this is like side hustle, I am a certified NRA pistol instructor. And so I will instruct people on the safe and accurate use of firearms, right? And now we have just tons of brand new firearm owners. And so many of them, they don't know that they have a problem, which is discharging that firearm safely, like safely for themselves, safely for those around them. It's a problem they're not entirely aware that they have. And so I've got to make them aware they have a problem. And then I have to engage them in how I solve that problem, like expertly, efficiently, and cost effectively. There we go. Cool. Yes, they don't know they can pay less taxes. Yep, they don't know they have that problem. Very real struggle. They aren't aware that a positive send can increase their chances of keeping their prospect customer in their retail location. Yes, there we go. There we go. Oh yeah, the Alex Baldwin thing. Oh, I've been following it in the news. The chain of custody on that firearm was, I think, broken twice between the armor and like putting it into his hands. And I just, there's just so many shenanigans there. I feel so bad for everybody involved there. Just an absolute tragedy. A lot of our clients are stuck in their way of doing things, or knowing a solution exists that will save them a lot of time. Yes. Yeah. They don't know what they don't know. So we have to like kind of bring them into, the awareness of their problem and how we solve it. And of course, how we solve it better than our competition. Do you use Axe and Prove with NRA? I have a number of different techniques that I use because I have my my NRA certification, but I've also done, just growing up with firearms, I've done a number of different trainings with a whole bunch of influencers in the firearms community. And there's some really great ways to teach these that aren't necessarily like straight out of the NRA book, but they're very effective. And so the NRA would never talk bad about it, because their foundational stuff, their safety foundation stuff, freaking amazing. But there is room for innovation in teaching some of the principles. And I don't want to go like crazy down that rabbit hole, because, as an enthusiast, I could probably talk about that for all day. Okay. But ultimately, once we figure out, hey, they have a problem, and we make them aware of the problem they have, and they're doing their homework, and they evaluate their choices, and they're getting to that place, we are going to quite literally make them an offer they can't refuse. We're going to make them a couple offers that they can't refuse. And I'm going to explain it. Now, we're going to divert just for a hot second. And we're talking about like, hey, the statement of benefit for your perfect ideal customer. And you all actually just hit it in the last question that I asked you, like, hey, what do you solve? So what you solve. And that is so like half of the battle, because that's going to help us figure out what the lead magnet, what our introductory offer really needs to be, because we're going to take those things into consideration. Number one, what problem do I solve? And you all just hit that, right? Hey, here's the problem that I solve. Do I solve more than one problem? And a lot of you do, right? You may have like the big general problem, which is less like your mission statement. Like here, Keap, like we're helping small businesses grow at its core, right? So we have a mission statement, but there's a whole bunch of little problems that we are solving along the way. So you may solve more than one problem. And I'm using the personal trainer example on this slide, but hey, if you're involved in weight loss, it may be like, hey, I'm involved in weight loss. That's one of the problems I solve, but I also help people with sustainable fitness and sustainable eating lifestyle, or, different things like that. So we want to get really focused on what we solve for. Now, the cool thing about this, if you solve for more than one thing, that means you can build more than one funnel. And if you do, then I highly recommend that you do, because you can make this first funnel and then you can copy it, especially where the automation is involved. You can take the automation that you do for, let's say, product offering A, and make a complete carbon copy of it, and then repurpose it for product offering B. And in that way, you can have a funnel for quite literally all of your offerings. So the next one is, who do you solve it for? And we didn't talk about this in the chat, but it is something to consider. Like, who are you solving the problem for? Like, who is the target of your product or service? Somebody had mentioned, hey, real estate. Well, do you have a sweet spot in real estate? Do you have a specific type of customer, like, the first time home buyer, or the investor, or something to that effect, right? Do you have a specific customer? And I could affiliate marketing. Yeah. Like, is there a sweet spot? And I'm looking at your Terrence mentioned affiliate marketing. Like, is there a sweet spot? Is there somebody specific that you offer this for? Like, your perfect ideal customer, like, who is that? The best ingredients to make Lebanese cuisine. Okay, so that's actually, now you're looking at a very specific customer market, like who you're doing this for. And then we're going to roll into it, but those are the two things that you just have to be clear on before you create your offers and your lead magnets, because they have to appeal to your perfect ideal customer. And this can sometimes be a really tough situation to figure out, because I worked with a CrossFit gym or a CrossFit box, and they're working on their marketing, and we broached this subject, like, hey, who is your perfect ideal customer? And it was like, oh, these hard charging competitive athletes. And that was, who he wanted his marketing for. And I said, okay, cool. So what are your classes full of now? And his classes were full of like neighborhood people in proximity to his box. They were like older. There were a lot of working and non-working moms. There were like older people that didn't fit that demographic. Like, he just had like all walks of like general people. And so if he was going to focus his marketing on like that fire breathing competitive client, it would go right over the head of who's actually buying his products or services. He's actually got a very family oriented neighborhood style facility. And yeah, so you do want, those really like energetic, competitive people there. I get that. But who he needed to market to was the people that he was already serving, because that's who was populating his box. That was who was populating his gym. So take that in consideration. Like, hey, who are you selling to? Maybe who you want to sell to, but who are you actually selling to? And maybe align those things a little better if they need alignment. And they may not need alignment, but if they need alignment. Okay, so let's talk about the lead magnet, right? And I have an example here, and I think I went to, this was from like bodybuilding.com, and I grabbed an article. It was a big article, lots and lots of content in this, which means it's easy to turn into a PDF. And you could take any one of your of a blog articles or anything like that you've done something comprehensive and turn it into a lead magnet. And the lead magnet is meant to get people engaged with you, your branding, your message at a very low entry cost. And you'll see over here on the right where I've got a whole bunch of well, free, right? The free consultation, the free trial, the free sample, the free report, the free checklist, the free infographic or video, things of that nature. Those are great lead magnets, especially like this. If you're focused on that, the female athlete, and you offer this, hey, the female training Bible, here's all you need to know about weight training, nutrition, cardio, supplements, so you can walk into the gym and rock it, right? It's pretty compelling, especially if you're offering it like for free, and it gets people engaged. They're like, yeah, I'll trade my email information for that if I fit the demographic, right? Hey, yeah, I need that information. Cool. And now now they're in your funnel. Now you can start marketing to them for your introductory offer and ultimately your core offer. So I'm asking in the chat if you have a lead magnet, like if you're to that place where you've got a lead magnet, and if you do, like, tell me what it is, or share with us what your lead magnet is in the chat. We'll just take a minute. And I always get like really great answers here. An ebook, perfect. Okay, a free Facebook group, I love it, because that's a group is very familiar. I like that. Miles says, not yet. Okay, cool. A quiz funnel, got it. Slow computer, free evaluation, yes. 10 steps to forming a nonprofit, I love it. Okay. Free favorite seasonal recipes, love it. I'll bet that's really effective. 7-day free trial, fantastic. It's a Google Doc. Okay, cool. Yeah, PDFs, Google Docs, free trial and free training, perfect. A PDF, great. 30-day free trial, yes. You guys are plugged in. Free resources. And if you're not, like, make some notes here, because this can be a really great way to like spring some ideas, or springboard off of ideas that other people are sharing. A training video. Oh, I love that idea, because video is just so engaging that people will like sign up for your free video, and that should be really effective. Free trip to Australia. Yeah, awesome. Ebook samples, small group training, 30-day free trial. Love it. Free 2-hour recorded webinar. Love it. Want a free trip? Yeah, I do want a free trip to Australia. My wife's trainer. My wife is a competitive figure athlete, and her trainer is a former IFBB pro, and she's from Australia. And she's just like, she's fantastic. She's like early 50s or mid 50s, and she's just built and vascular, and she's strong. I'm like, man, that's amazing. Little intimidating, really amazing. That lady knows her stuff. But yeah, she's okay. And I'm going down the rabbit hole. She's from Australia, so I hear great stories from her home. Even with what's going on right now. Yeah, well, Australia is a tough place to be as far as quarantine goes. That's for sure. A free presentation to a client. I love it. Everybody, thank you so much. And pay attention here. So if you don't have a lead magnet yet, like, these are great ideas, and they're just so many ideas to get people engaged. So here's one. Here's another one. And I just made this up because I went to this, what was the website? It's Moon Audio, and really, really cool website. And they just had this article, hey, headphones 101. So I just grabbed it from their blog, and it's like, how to pick your perfect pair. And then I just wrote a title, right? Hey, do you love music? Well, I do. Lots of people do. And they like to hear it well. Well, here's the 10 most important things you need to know when choosing your perfect pair of headphones. And you are a subject matter expert about whatever your business solves for. You are. And you have the authority to write this article, if this is like it, or the article that is specific to your product or service, right? You get where I'm coming from. So this is a great lead magnet. Like, hey, if I am interested in music and sound, and I want to know, like, hey, what do I need to know? Like, because there's tons and tons of headphones out there. Like, what should I know? I'll trade my information for this, especially if I've gone looking for it, right? There we go. Okay, so moving on to the next piece, which is the entry product. Okay, and this is a high value, low cost. And this is a great example. And I went and I think I just Google searched introductory offer, and this is what I came up with. And this is a fantastic introductory offer, right? It is 20 days of yoga for only $10. And it's like, and they let you know, it's like, hey, it's any class within a 20-day period. It's not like 20 individual classes, because I think they sell a punch card. But this is a great way to get people in the door. It gets customers into the door with an intro offer. This lets them test drive your business. It's easier to sell to someone who has already purchased from you, right? So that's one of the things the entry product does. It gets them engaged with your business, familiar with your brand, familiar with your quality of service, which means it's easier for them to buy the next thing, the next product, or the next offering. So that familiarity will breed more purchases or higher lifetime customer value. And then after the purchase of the entry product, then we can upsell to a core offer or a bigger offer. So now let's hit the chat again. Do you have an introductory offer, or the offer that gets to the use to get people in the door? And if you do, fire those off in the chat, because this is the one, like, I get fewer people that participate in this one because not everybody has that introductory offer. Yeah, something different than the lead magnet. So the lead magnet generally is free in most cases. And then the introductory offer is like low cost, like I've got over here, right? Hey, $10, 20 days of free class, or 20 days of classes, fantastic deal. Come try us out. 21-day challenge. Oh, I'm glad that you put that in there, Dan. Challenges are so effective and hot right now. People will join a challenge because it's like a group effort and they get to belong to a group that does this challenge. Such a great idea. Free 30-day trial. There we go. A virtual boot camp. Oh, I like that. Like a discount. Absolutely. A discount on one of your lower cost services. So let's say if I was a copywriter, I might say, hey, I'm doing this special. I will do a 5 email funnel for X amount of dollars. Hey, if I sat long enough, I could look at every one of your businesses and then just talk to you for a hot minute and come up with an introductory offer. But it is the cheaper offer that gets people in the door and gets people to purchase their first product or their first offer. Tripwire offer. Yes, thank you, David. That is absolutely another term for it. The Tripwire offer. Done for you service to get clients set up and verified on Google Maps and Google My Business. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you mentioned that. Google My Business. I'm such a big fan. And I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but if you're a local service provider, being on Google My Business is important. And it's free to create your profile. And that's how people find you. If they open up Google Maps and say, yoga studio near me, then bling, that's how they find your business. If you don't have your Google My Business profile set up, they don't find you. You're not on that map. And so you've got to be there. And it's a great place to get reviews, to collect, so people can go there and you can drive people there. It's like, hey, write us a review. Oh, hey, you're a happy customer. Cool. Go here and write us a review. Oh, yeah, so good. What a great product offering, David. Fantastic. Done for you, white glove setup. Love it. And David says, yes, exactly. Works very well. Yeah. Good for you. Perfect. Free add-on product with big purchase. Okay. I got it. Yeah. That's like kind of the tripwire, like gets them to that purchase. I get that. Okay. Intro has been a discount. Okay. Got it. 20% off your first 2 months. I like that. That's great. Here is, so this is like kind of a service, which is, yoga classes are, more of a service offering. And they generally do take a consultative approach, right? You're talking to people to close those deals. So I like this as an example because most of our clients are consultative in nature. This one is more of a product offering, right? Here's the entry product. So if I'm back on that sound thing, if I specialize in sound stuff, then this might be a great entry offer. It's like, hey, it is from this company, one more triple driver in-ear headphone. Amazon sells them for $54. You can get them for this. Like, it's a low margin cost. And I just made this stuff up. I don't know if you can. I do know that they're on Amazon for $54. I think they retail for closer to $100. And getting them for $19.99 would be like a windfall. So I'm literally just making stuff up here. But this is a good entry offer, or getting people to purchase something to get in the door, like a light version of your core offering, really like a light version of any of your offerings, just to get people interactive. And then when they know you and they are happy with the product or service that they purchased, they're introduced, then you can work on that core offer. And here we go. Here's an example, and back to the fitness thing, right? And here's the offer they can't refuse. Now that they are introduced to your products or services, and we have found out more about, hey, why they came to us, what problems they're looking to solve, then we can offer them this. Like, hey, here's the starter, here's the premium, and then here's the elite, right? So we have taught them value. Like, we've displayed our value. We've demonstrated is a better word. We've demonstrated our value, and now they are more likely to respond to our marketing for that core offering. And you may have a number of different core offerings, and it may be like the core that you're offering may not be like, hey, straight up, here it is, like $3.99, jump in. It may be something like easier. It may be like the premium, and then upgrade to elite. Hey, because it's a little bit of an upsell. Premium's like, hey, if you choose premium, cool. Did you know you could get this, this, and this with elite, and it's only this much more? See, there's an upsell opportunity. Price anchoring can be powerful. Yes, absolutely. Very good. And then I think I had another example right here for core offering. And these are legitimate. Now, this website, and it was Moon Audio, they've got headphones there for like $4,000. And I love my music, but I guess I can't call myself an audiophile because I don't care so much that I'm, paying for or taking the money I would spend on like a used car and buying headphones. Some people are, and I totally get it because I'm passionate about what I'm passionate about. People wouldn't spend money on bikes that I have spent on bikes, and I get that, but goodness. So I just cross this out, $9.95. Hey, now for $2.99. And it may be that you could offer something like this, but the idea is, hey, now we've got them into our world. We've got them into our little world with that last purchase, which was it was the for the audio examples, like, hey, $19.99. And now we are educating them. Like, there's stuff that goes on in the meantime, right? We're going to nurture. Now that they purchased a product, we're going to use the automation to educate them and nurture them and get them to the next the next purchase, right? We're going to get them to the next offer. And MP12, I've seen that. I've actually watched reviews on that. I could talk for a day on shotguns for sure. As far as like 3-gun competition, cool stuff. No, it's okay, Marcos. I get it. So the idea, so I'm just laying out some ideas here, and your core product, of course, it's what you do. Like, it is what your business is built around, and you may have more than one, but we're getting them to the core purchase. And what I don't want to forget is that in between these, right, we're doing some email nurturing. And if we're using the automation, then the automation is doing it for us. It is sending these nurture emails to get people to the next point, which means like, hey, if you're enjoying these headphones, like, here's why. Here's some education. Here's where the good sound comes from. And here's a peek into the next room, right? Here's a peek into the next level, and here's how to get there, and here's why it's amazing. And then we get people into that. And man, I can't tell you how many times it has worked on me with a basic interest where I'm interested in something. and I engage, and then I start learning, and then I'm just spending way too much money, right? On this new interest, or on this thing that I've expressed interest in, if I'm being educated well. And that is part of what the automation is for, is to educate your consumer and get them to that next purchase, or get them to that higher value purchase. So here's what we need. We need an offer, which we talked about, right? We need a lead magnet and an introductory offer. We need a website or landing page. We need web forms so people can put their information in. Even better if those web forms connect to your CRM or your marketing platform like Keap. But you may be using something different, and that's okay. But hey, we're here at Keap, and so I will recommend what we're using because we're awesome. But yeah, so web form builders, and we have a landing page builder, so you can put those web forms on your website, or you can use a standalone web page or landing page, to drive traffic to, so people can opt in for your lead magnet. And then we need automated follow-up and automated email nurture. And Marco says, Keap is awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. And by the way, before we get too crazy far, I wanted to two things. Number one is we have awesome pricing going on right now, which is, here's keap.com. And here is our pricing special, 50% off your first 3 months. But we also have Icon going on. And there it is, our user event, and it is our user conference that we do every year, and it's actually really amazing. There's a lot to learn, and a lot of our partners and people speaking, just great stuff. And we have tickets to show up in person, but we also have tickets for virtual. So there's pricing, virtual only. Or just getting the recordings when it's all done. But I just want to plug Icon because it starts next week, and it goes on, I believe, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I'm going to throw that in there. And where can I get a Keap hat? That's a good question. There will be Keap hats at Icon, but generally that partner group, they create this swag. And now that we're all dispersed, like hardly any of us work from the office, it's really hard to get your hands on a good hat. I have one around here somewhere, but I've told them, it's like, hey, you need a place where people can buy swag, because why wouldn't you want to, buy a Keap hat and get some swag? Great question. But anyway, I just wanted to plug Icon really quick. And of course, our preferential pricing going on right now. So if you are considering Keap, I want you to have that. And that way you can, when you are ready to get started, perfect, you can take advantage of that. Or, oh man, how did I miss this? Free trial. I want you to be aware of the free trial. So I'm going to click this, and I'm going to give you this link. It is a no cost, no credit card required free trial, so you can try it. And we're going to jump in, and I'm going to show you some of the power of some of these tools. But you can try it for free. And that is just the logical next step. So if you're considering Keap as a CRM and a marketing automation solution, then this is where to get started with that free trial. Okay, cool. So now we are going to, I want to look really quick at lead magnets, and whether using a website or a landing page. So here's a good example. And I love GoDaddy. Like, this is a really good example. Oh, and Keith says, hey, we've used Infusionsoft/Keap for 6 years. Definitely has its flaws, but some of the features we couldn't live without. I agree. And I love how we are. I mean, my dev team is always working to connect the dots and fix the flaws. They are innovating and adding to the Keap application, and it just gets better and better and better every year. And just some of the stuff, holy cow, is so incredibly powerful. And customer support is excellent. My kid works in customer support. His name is JR. So if you run into him in customer support and you get him, and he is amazing, if you get him, tell him that, tell him I sent you. His name is Jack also, but two Jack Smithsons that made emails like really rough. So they called him Junior. And so he's JR now. But if you catch him, that's my kid. I made him. report a bug after hours and was fixed. Oh, awesome. Well done. Custom support is great. Good job. Thank you. I will pass that on. And I know they'll appreciate it because they work really hard there. Okay, back to this slide, GoDaddy. I love GoDaddy. They do this really well. They do have their lead magnets like this. Hey, start for free. It's a great lead magnet. Or, hey, right here, you can engage with us by searching a domain name for, hey, search to see if your domain is available. Like find your domain, 99 cents. Like a number of different introductory offers / lead magnets, right? The start for free, great lead magnet. The grab a .com for 99 cents, that's more or less like an intro offer. That's an introductory offer because we're charging them money, right? So we're getting them to make that first purchase. And it's like a landslide. They buy the first purchase and then we get them, or they get us into like the next things like, hey, did you know we also offer this? And we have this, and we have this other thing. Oh, we got your domain. Cool. Now let's build a web form or website. And you're going to need a form on that. And hey, let's set up your domain email account, right? So there's all kinds of upsells that come from just getting into this, like the 99 cent grab your .com, like really good, well thought out, and it's all right here on the website. So if you're only using your website, you can and you should have your offerings, especially those introductory offerings, like right there for people to take advantage of. Just like I showed you, where were we? Right here with like free trial. This really is our like introductory offer / lead magnet. And we did have like, see a demo, and you can actually find a demo here, but it was way more effective to use free trial. So we do use free trial. And then under pricing, we do have our entry product, which is Keap Light. And that's like our entry. It's like, hey, if you want to get started, or you want to like, start experiencing how cool this is, start here. Right. And then you can work up to this place or Max Classic. And I know I have a lot of users in Max Classic, and I started using Max Classic. That is super powerful and amazing. So I just wanted to show that example. Right. And yeah. Oh, actually, I forgot I even had that slide right there. So I actually had this example going. Okay, cool. Here is an example. And I talked about this on my in my blogs. Right. And you should have a blog. If you don't have a blog, like think about it, because it does great things for your SEO. It's great information. So people go looking for information, they find it. You can link this to, your blog, to your videos on YouTube. Just so many really good reasons to have a blog. And I can use, hey, subscribe to the blog as a lead magnet. Hey, subscribe. Right. Here's another lead magnet. Hey, see a demo. And then a link here. Hey, check out all of my blogs. And then right here, and I love this one. This is a downloadable PDF, 27 email templates for the taking. Great lead magnet. And you click to download the PDF, and it asks for, it pops up a web form. It asks for your information. So you become a lead. And then you get these awesome 27 email templates, and you're off and running. So you can work your offers into your blog posts. You can work them into your website, and you should have them all over. Make it really easy for people to engage, right? And so I grabbed this because I love Sedona and I love mountain biking, and I was doing some searching and I found their website. And there's not an easy way to engage with them here, right? You can book an instructor, but what if I don't want to book an instructor? How can I engage with you in another way? Are there articles for me to read? No. Is there an introductory offer? No. Is there a lead magnet? No. So this one, like if I was going to grade it, it wouldn't get a very good grade. I mean, yeah, here's a lot of stuff here, but not an easy way to engage, no introductory offer, no lead magnet offer, right? So Sedona Mountain Bike Academy could do way better than this. And so this is something to consider. If your website is bare like this, then hey, change that up so that people get an offer right when they show up. They know who you are, they know what you're about, and they can engage with your lead magnet immediately, which is going to help them move down your funnel. And then, because, the previous slide. Marco, I think I wasn't sure which previous slide. Is it this one that you want to see? 26 ideas to get your next sales promotion. And this is in our blog. So if you go to our blog, this one, okay, this was maybe a prior iteration of the website, and then that's GoDaddy. But I'm gonna like hustle through. Oh, and also I will have the recording to this go out tomorrow. So I have an email go out like just before noon, and it'll have a link to this recorded session. And that way you can use it as a resource. You can pass it on. It's not gated. You can share that link, and you can go back and cover stuff, or go back to take notes on stuff that you missed or that you need to go back to. Okay, so the next one is a landing page. Landing pages are great because it is a one-page, like a sales page. So it's like one-page website specific for your offer. And this is coming from an ad, right? Hey, the ultimate guide to sales enablement, and download the ebook, and you click on it and you come to their landing page from Seismic, which is, hey, here's that ultimate guide, and then fill in your information right here, and boom. And I know it says download now, but it never works that way. You click it and said, okay, we send it to your email. Then you open up the email, and then you click to download, and boom. And all of that is trackable in our system, right? Oh, hey, here's a evaluate. Here we go. I love this. So we got a live example. Let me open this up really quick. I got it. And I can't spend a ton of time. Okay, but perfect. So now we can engage. Yeah, this is great. Our buy now, our introductory offer, and you've got a chat, which is perfect because people engage with chat, and your percentage off. Yeah, no, this is great. There's a lot of different ways to engage with you. And I would have a little bit more about who you are, so people know from go, like actually just a little, like even like a blurb, like it's like, hey, here's what we are and here's what we do. And that would be like the thing that I would, honestly, that would be the thing that I changed right there. Let me copy this. Here we go. I'll throw that right there, and I'm just going to paste. We'll just hit a couple of quick examples. Personal transformation. Perfect. Okay, cool. Access free 2-hour. I love it. Okay. Right there. Easy. Okay. And your trainings and your like a mission statement. Perfect. I like that. The kind of like we have on our website where you have a chat. A chat is, it's not so much a lead magnet, but it's a really easy way to engage. And then you can have like automated chats, and you can offer lead magnets through that chat when people engage there. I like it. Online courses. If you created a mini course, you could even do like a pop-up, because most web form builder or website builders will give you the ability to do pop-ups like, hey, here's this intro mini course and sign up for free, like 3 video. We use this as a lead magnet. Hey, here's a 3 video mini course. You can sign up right here, or they click the button and it takes them to a landing page. And so there is room for that. So if people don't want to access, if like, I don't want to access a 2-hour webinar, how about like sometimes the shorter video is a great way to get people engaged, right? That is just the short videos can be really powerful. Let me I'll do 2 more, and then we'll move because I've got like 10 minutes left, and I want to actually show you how to go about building the automation. Here we go. Perfect. Character strong. Curriculum trainings that improve. I like it. Okay, perfect. There we go. And this is engaging because the human eye is drawn to movement. And so this movement, like it keeps pulling me in. At a certain point, I would have it stop because then it becomes a distraction. So I'd have it maybe run like 3 messages. But if it keeps going, then I have a hard time moving on because I keep coming back to that. But yeah, book a call, resources, request an estimate. There's a video. There we go. And free samples. Okay. I would be bigger with this. With free samples, I would honestly be a little bit bigger, so that this becomes more of a dominant piece in this, because this is your intro offer or that lead magnet. You've got to really put that out there so that it's not an afterthought. It doesn't take people long to catch it. They can see it like, oh, free samples. So they know who you are. They're learning about who you are. And then they can find free samples and like, oh yeah, let's take advantage of that. And it may be a pop-up, maybe something that you give like just below the fold, maybe a bigger section or bigger button, or, or however you do that. But I would make it pop just a little bit more. And then one more. And here we go. I appreciate you like giving me your websites to look at. I really do. It's such great real world sharing. I really like it. Book consultation. Yeah, fantastic. Who we are. We help you grow your business. Yep, perfect. Contact us. Consultant, book the consultation. There we go. And testimonials, which are fantastic. Testimonials are great. Social sharing. There's a lot of great here. The cookie thing. And the only thing that is missing would be honestly like a lead magnet, because if people don't want to book the consultation, you want to have another alternative, like on our website, like, hey, see a demo or do the free trial. There's different levels of engagement. So if they're not ready to book a consultation, you've got to have another something for them to do so you don't lose them off the page. We don't want them to bounce and leave without interacting. So it may be offering them, like the last website, hey, here's a free sample, or here's a free something. The free something, the lead magnet is just really powerful, and people love free. So I would fit that in somewhere and not too terribly far down. Like with ours, like free trial is pretty high. Like there's an opportunity like way up top. So you want that opportunity to engage really high up on the website. But I love it. There's a lot here. And there's a lot of ways to engage. And I got it. There's all your social sharing stuff. And I love the social proof. Very cool stuff. Okay. I'm like running down the rabbit hole. And, has Infusionsoft action. Right. Perfect. So when people fill out their stuff, their information goes into your Keap Max Classic or Infusionsoft, and then starts running. Okay. And then here's just the last example. Another one's like, hey, how to do market research. People click, and then they go to the landing page. So landing pages are powerful because they're very focused, right? So people can go to your website and maybe get distracted or get lost. If you have a very like one page for one specific offer, that's where landing pages shine. And you can drive people to it by doing like Facebook ads or pay-per-click ads, or your Google ads, or even from your email marketing, you have a link, hey, take advantage of this. And then that gets people engaged in that funnel. There we go. Yep, lead ads are the best. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. And then let's go, like the secret sauce is the automation. And so, actually, I'm just going to like pop through. We want to nurture with the automation. Like nurturing is really big in our culture because people need to hear from you more often, maybe more often than you think, right? So I'm going to pop in here and I want to go look at automation. And I've got two automation builders. One is the easy automations. One is the advanced automations. I'm going to jump into the advanced builder. Actually, here we go. I'm just going to create from scratch something brand new and awesome. And this will be Jack's example. Okay, cool. So this is my drag and drop automation builder. And I could do a whole nother hour on this. Max Classic. Actually, Max Classic is getting like all year long. We just actually talked to our like our chat with our CEO and talked about like trajectory and dev. And Max Classic is still like getting innovations. We're still working on the UI and building up like Keap Max and Max Classic so that they are iterations of each other, like higher end and super powerful and just less super powerful, and that there are a lot of features. There'll always be more features in Max Classic, but I know they're working on the UI. I know they're working on like all kinds of stuff there. But yeah, Max Classic is still hot on the developer's mind here, and we're innovating and making it better. Chemi Builder is awesome. Used to be back in the day. I've been here almost 8 years, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, so here we go. Let's say I've got my landing page builder, and I want to do my my lead magnet, and I can come in here. I'm just going to double click this to show just an example. This is Keap Max. Keap Max Classic has a little bit more functionality in the campaign builder, but Keap Pro, Keap Max, and Keap Max Classic all have the same drag and drop campaign builder or advanced automation builder. There we go. So this is populating some templates for me, and let's grab this one. All right, so I can come in here and repurpose this with my pictures and stuff, and it wants a name, so I'm just going to call it example for Jack, because it really needs a name. Okay, so I can come in here and here's my building blocks, right? And I'm just kind of going really high level. I wish I could get deeper into this, but I have tons of recorded content and webinars and stuff on how to do the campaign builder. But we come in here and build this, change images, add to the copy, change the layout, grab these, there's my building elements, and then adjust this, right? So people can sign up. Hey, in this one, it's like, hey, schedule your time, or it could be, hey, get the free report, or whatever that is. So yeah, this is for the landing page. So we build this and we're going to drive traffic to it. And if I get all the way through this, oh, look, I can see how it looks on mobile. Awesome. And this isn't meant to replace your website. It is to be used like in tandem, right? We want to drive people to a landing page specific for your special offer, that lead magnet offer. If I continue far enough, there we go. So here's my link. I can use that, or I can give it a custom subdomain. So I can go and like grab a subdomain, give it to this page, or I can go and get a bit.ly link. So I have a smaller link to use in social posting and social ads, and that can be really helpful. But like, there's my hosted link right there. And this will drive traffic to the landing page. So I'm going to bounce out of the landing page. And now let's talk about, the automation. Here we go. So I've got a sequence, and this is really the secret sauce. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to configure emails. So when somebody fills out that landing page, I'm going to deliver here, and then actually let me put in a timer, and then I can use a delay timer. So if they don't click to download, then I'll have this wait like 1 day and give them the next email, which is like the don't miss out email, like click here. And if they don't click there, I'll probably give them at least one more try, like another delay timer for a day, because they filled out the landing page for my lead magnet. I want them to download it, right? I want them to take advantage of it because they need to move them through my funnel. It's the whole thing is like getting them educated. So I want them to, and you're doing them a favor, because a lot of you may be in the same boat as me. I may sign up for a lead magnet and it gets delivered to my inbox, and then I get a whole bunch of emails, and that email goes like further down the page. And then I forgot about it and I don't download it. I signed up for it. I gave them my information. They've got my name, my email, and they sent me the lead magnet, and I didn't download it because I got lazy. So if they're smart, they're keeping track of that, which you can here. So if they click to download, then awesome. They won't actually get email number 2 or email number 3. But if they don't download it, then the next day a reminder goes, hey, don't miss out on the lead magnet. Hey, you forgot about this. And if they don't on day 2, then day 3, another one. It's like, hey, just your final reminder. Don't miss out on this awesome lead magnet, right? There we go. So I'm going to bounce out of here, and I want them to click to download. And that's going to be like my end goal. So if they click in any one of those emails to download that lead magnet, cool, it stops this process. And now we'll move them into the next process. And what I'll probably do is either add a tag to them or have the tag added to them when they clicked. But then that tag, here we go, is, they got lead magnet A. Now that they've got lead magnet A, this is the cool thing, is I can have like the next nurture campaign. And this is, for lead magnet A people. All right. And so it's going to be launched by the people who downloaded lead magnet A, right? Super cool. So here, like when they downloaded it, we tag them, and now they get to start a whole brand new nurture campaign. And I love the nurture campaigns, because now that they've got that lead magnet, I am going to set this up so that multiple emails go out on timers. And I pulled out too many timers. Here we go. Let's go in order. All right. Nice. And I will just stack these up. And this is a great nurture campaign. Hey, now that you've downloaded our free lead magnet, let me educate you on the next offer. Let me educate you on my products and my services and how great we are and why we're better than our competition, right? And then in these emails, we have a call to action, which is that introductory offer. Like, hey, get our introductory thing. And when they do, I use a purchase goal. Oh, it's awesome. So they purchased. And that means if they purchase email number 2, then email 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, stop. And then I can move them on to the next thing, right? And this will be like the next nurture, which would be the nurture to core offer. And I know I'm making it look simplistic, but it is actually pretty easy once you get started. And then the automation does it all for you. You have this built. And then when people engage with the lead magnet, they just go through it. So you're not actually having to send all the emails. The automation does it, and it moves them through, and it can set up like notifications to you, and it's all reportable, so that as people move through the funnel, they get tags. You can report on, like pull reports on who they are, where they are in the campaign, right? And it's taking them through lead magnet to introductory offer to core offering. And then if they're in the core offer and then they get to the end of the core offer and they don't purchase, right? Maybe we want them to purchase the core offer. And if they don't purchase, then maybe we have them in a downsell. It's like, hey, let's offer them something that's less robust than the core offer, but still really valuable. So, let's try to save this and still get them in with another offering. There we go. Just some really quick examples on how this works. And of course, leading up to the lead magnet, you can have ads from like social media, like YouTube or Facebook or like pay-per-click, right? Or you can be driving to this from your email marketing, like email newsletters or your email broadcasts, right? Just really great ways to drive to this. And this is like, it works. The lead magnet works. People love free. And it introduces them to you. And then the intro offer introduces them to your value, your company, and then gets them in a place where they are more receptive to your core offering. So there we go. A fantastic funnel. Perfect. Keap, I love it. All right. Good timing for Black Friday. It absolutely is good timing for Black Friday. I love it. With web automations, you can target contacts that entered the landing page, but didn't fill it out. Yes. Yep. I love it. Perfect. What would I use? What nurture campaign would I use for people that I would maybe Enter the landing page. Gosh, I would have like a don't miss out, like for the landing page. So if they get there and they don't fill it out, I would have them go into a don't miss out campaign, like a don't miss out on this. And just like sweeten the pot. Maybe add to the lead magnet, have like lead magnet plus. Like there's a lot of really cool things you can do there. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to bounce out of here. And again, I want to make sure that if you are considering Keap as a solution for your CRM and your marketing and taking advantage of some of the super cool tools like automation, start with the free trial. It is such a great way to try it and see if you like it and get some help getting started, because we do help people get started in free trial. We've got a really good process there. So give that a try if you haven't. We've got, of course, for my current customers. You're there. Hold on. I've got this link for you. And it is, gosh darn it, way down here. Office hours. I want to make sure you have this. So if you're a current customer, your customer success manager is having office hours. So if you need help with anything or you want questions, fill this form out, and you put in like your app ID, and your app ID is, if you're not sure where your app ID is, like mine is for this demo, it's GX624, and your app ID is like, you click here, it's like right there. See that? So that's what they call the app ID. So you fill this out, put in your name, your app ID, and your email, the email that you used for your Keap account, and then they'll reach out to you and you can do their group office hours and get a little bit of help. There we go. And Marcos, perfect. I can help people get yourself going. Those that have tried know what I'm talking about. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Perfect. Marcos, are you a partner, Marcos? If you are, awesome. PartnerCon next week. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. And if you're going to Icon, I'll be there. I'm looking forward to seeing you. And I'm guaranteed I'll be the only guy with the awesome curled mustache. I have a high conversion curling mustache. I'll be that guy. And hopefully we'll see you at the next webinar, because we do these every week, or mostly every week, sometimes every other week, but we're doing them all the time. And we love to help you on your way to being more successful with your small business. I can't copy the link, the office hours. Oh, here we go. Really? It won't let you copy the link? Maybe we'll let you click on the link. There we go. I'll put it in again. It should just let you click on it and it'll open up. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Thanks, everybody, so much, and have a fantastic week. Keep an eye open for that follow-up email tomorrow with the link to the replay, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much, everybody.